Here. Now, next week we'll see a ban on the plant Khat, which is chewed by some members of the Somali, Yemeni and Ethiopian communities. Ministers say the ban will bring the UK into line with other EU countries and also America, where it's also a controlled substance. But supporters say it isn't dangerous, and they point out that the government's own drug advisors opposed a ban. Our Home Affairs correspondent Naomi Grimley reports.
You might be forgiven for thinking this is a market in Mogadishu, but in fact it's an industrial estate just a stone's throw away from London Heathrow. 7,000 boxes of the plant Khat are flown here each week.
2 weeks left, I'm finished.
It's a natural stimulant which users chew, and the UK government is about to ban it.
As you can see, a consignment of Khat has just been flown in here from Nairobi. And what we're seeing here is cafe owners from around the UK coming to pick up boxes, which they'll then take back to distribute in cities like Leeds or Birmingham. But as of a few days' time, all of this, of course, will be illegal.
Many of these men have been campaigning to stop the ban on what they argue is a substance as harmless as coffee. This Khat farmer says chewing the plant is only like the British tradition of going to the pub.
It's a social way of life for so many people, especially members of the Somali community who live in this country. These people are hard-working people. They work, they go to school, they have children. So the propaganda that Khat is bringing problems to the Somali community is not true.
And here is where Khat ends up, in male-dominated cafes like this one. Some chew for hours while they chat and watch TV. But down the road, in a more conventional cafe, there's a group who believe Khat is actively destroying families by taking Somali men away from domestic life.
So many Somali families, they separated because of the chat. The husband is chewing chat all night, he's sleeping all day. The mother, she's doing all the work. And the children, they need their father to be there.
And government ministers say it's the views of Somali women in the UK which have really influenced policy.
These were people who felt that Khat use was stopping the Somali community from integrating into UK society, and it was causing a distraction to some of the fathers and sons, which was stopping them from getting on, getting education, getting the jobs that their wives and mothers desperately wanted them to get.
Back at the depot, there's another consignment arriving from East Africa. To look at scenes like this, you'd never guess a UK ban was imminent. Naomi Grimley, BBC News, West London.
Joining me now is Mohammed from the BBC's Somali service. And just put it into context what Khat is compared to what we would use here, for instance.
What Western countries' alcohol is cut to Somali community. It has been used for social function. And any use of this, like alcohol, people use their weekends in a moderate way. There are many people who use it that way. But it seems the government has taken this step, which is affecting lives of so many people who are unemployed to entertain themselves for Khat, and businesses, small businesses who import this Khat from Kenya. And it is, as we speak now, throughout Somali territories, people are preparing to sit down now to have their what you call a Khat chewing session. So it's not something which will come out of the blue. The campaign has been going on for some time. But a TV show journalist became part of it, and he relayed his life of how Khat can destroy families. And since then, it has become a very, very big issue, and campaigners have gotten strength to overpower people who were benefiting, chewing Khat.
So when you chew it, what sort of effect does it have on you?
Well, the person becomes what you call lightheaded. He or she sweats, and he talks and laughs, and he may be sitting, chewing Khat for 8 hours, and at the end of the session, he sleeps. No violence is associated with it, except the people, gunmen who are in Somalia, who are fighting. They become ferocious and what you call very brave, or what you call die hard. But in this community, people, it pacifies it, and their daily lives. For instance, the youngsters here do not chew. The first generation who came here has brought this culture with them, and it's not only confined to the Somali community. Ethiopians do it, Kenyans do it, Yemenis do it, and it's an old tradition, as you know, it's a very, very old age.
Is it addictive, like cigarettes, for instance?
Yes, it's addictive, and people, lose what they call their teeth, and some health issues are associated. Some quarters, women are complaining their men are missing most of the time from their family life. They will become nocturnal. They will be staying up at night and sleeping all day. And some people are associating with what they call mental health. And, the pros and against, has been going on for a long time. Even when I was growing up, it was illegal in Somalia. But Britain to take this step, it's becoming what they call the last country, to ban this, and it's a big industry for Somalia.
And what difference will it make if there is a ban on it to those in this country who use it?
Well, time will tell, but what will happen is those people who were using Khat, the reality comes I have seen in our community police leafleting people, telling them that it will become illegal from next week, and people will adhere to the British law, but it will affect their daily lives.
Okay, Mohammed from the BBC's Somali service, thank you.